So she had just beautiful eyes, right? It's in the eyes, the way they sparkle. And oh man, the curves, all the right places. And red, just cherry red. And she had an amazing exhaust pipe. Windshield wipers were crazy, and those were some serious tires. And she was my gift on my 16th birthday. Was it love? First night I got her, I go up to the Applebee's, as one does in Atlanta, Georgia, and I went cruising for, you know, what you do when you have cherry red. I was looking for girls in my cruising mobile. I go up to the Applebee's because Sarah was there, and I knew that Sarah got off at 10, and maybe she'd like to meet Cherry Red. That was the theory. Sure enough, Sarah got off at 10. I had Cherry Red, and as I knew she would, we had places to go. Or, well, rather, she had places to go, and I was a willing participant. So she's like, oh my God, tonight there's the greatest, I can't even tell you, I'm so excited, but just, it's 3, oh God, I don't know, you go, and 30 minutes later, I'm on the side of the road, North Georgia, in Cherry Red, and Sarah, and 6 of her friends. Who were like, oh my God! Cherry Red filled with these amazing sounds that got really old 2 hours later. I am now nowhere. I'm not kidding. Any second, some hillbilly's gonna come out of somewhere and point a shotgun at me because I got 6 in Cherry Red. I'm somewhere in North Georgia, and I don't know how this night's gonna end. When all of a sudden, we stop. Immediately. And there are cars, just cars going off into the woods. And I get out and I hear, I'm like, holy shit. And of course the girls are like, and they disappeared over this ledge, down. I can't even see. And we go down, and then there's a volleyball court, and tents, and people, and ZZ fucking Top. I'm not kidding, man. They're like, they're playing. I'm like, holy shit, that's ZZ Top. And the girls are like, woo! And I'm like, where the fuck am I? So I'm like, all right, I'll check this out. And behind ZZ Top, there is a house, 3 stories long. I walk in the front door, bar, packed. Everybody doing bar. I go up this floor, 2nd floor, rooms with a lot of people, coke everywhere, like fucking everywhere, and everybody's stoned. And like, I go to the 3rd floor. I'm not kidding. People are waiting in line, knocking on rooms, trying to get into the bedroom. Like, hey man, are you done? Where the hell am I? Suddenly, one of the girls comes up to me and goes, oh, left my little purse. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we walk back out this party, we go up the road, and I'm talking to her, and she's just like, and it happened. I look over in slow motion, and I see cherry red. And she's had her eyes bashed out. Her face, her windshield bashed out. And I'm like, cherry red! And of course the girls are like, whoa. 1 hour later, I'm sitting in the middle of 5 cops. They all have beers. And Jimmy, the guy who owns the house, is like, yeah, man, I don't know what happened, but, I have these parties. Turns out Jimmy is like the local drug lord, like whatever. All the cops are on the payroll. And Jimmy's like, hey, man, don't worry about it. These guys will get you the insurance thing. We'll tape out your window, and you'll come back next week. 3 a.m. in the morning, I'm driving back. True story. Sarah's in the car like, the girls are passed out. My windshield's going like this. And I'm like, Cherry baby, this is love. It's just the beginning. Thank you.